Audio Jungle.
Rob, one of the things we had on our list to talk about was, sort of evaluating the reinvesting in the business. Obviously, we've got plenty of new equipment out there. We got a lot of new things that are available at the marketplace. Certainly, have had a lot of conversations the last month or so about bonus depreciation, having come back up to 100%. I know that that's on a lot of radars as people scramble to buy equipment. So, what advice would you give when it comes to whether or not to, reinvest in the business in 2026?
So of course the big thing that all small business owners look at, Brian, is return on investment. So you got to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that the ROI is there and that it's worth it. I suppose you might spend money for defensive reasons. If you're in a super competitive market, you may decide that to differentiate your business, you just have to spend more money. So that might be another factor. And then I think a trend that you're going to start to see more of, maybe not yet in 2026, but it's definitely coming, is if you believe in this whole AI wave that we've been talking about, you're going to have all these data centers being built to provide all this wonderful AI, right? And they consume a lot of electricity. And so, as a store owner who consumes a lot of utilities, I'm really concerned in the next few years about, we've already seen water rates go up quite a bit depending on where you're located. Natural gas, as we know, tends to fluctuate all over the place. Um, you know, something is, even the Ukrainian war has affected natural gas pricing to some degree. But the big X factor is what on earth are all these data centers if they all get built? I think there's some concern, speculation that they may not all get built. But if a lot of them do, it's going to have a significant impact on electricity rates, I think, going forward. In fact, here in Texas, energy is deregulated. My daughter just built her first house and had to sign her first electricity contract, and I told her to book it out as far as she could. So she got a 3-year deal on her electricity because I have a hunch 3 years from now the electricity is going to be a lot more than what we're paying today.
Yeah, so, trying to look at ROI through the lens of, higher utility costs. If
Yeah.
I look back on my 30, whatever it is, 33 years in the business, I can absolutely see a replacement cycle tied to the cost of utilities. When we saw natural gas spike in '05 and '06 and in '09, and it's been pretty quiet since, and now we're starting to see that come up. I have no doubt that could drive some more activity, particularly when it comes to dryer replacement.